Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Wednesday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, the Dirt Racing Network, and live coverage of the Midwest Truck Series presented by Beardsconsin. The heart of the Midwest, Kansas Speedway. Little night race action. We have had some great races here under the lights over the years. Expect to have another one. Got about 25 drivers checked in for tonight. Get your picks in now. We had about 3 winners last on the winner pick. Get your picks in now. Pick your trifecta. I'll take whoever you list as the winner there and stick you in the winners. 9 races this season. There are 3 remaining, so tonight and the next 2 weeks, and then these guys will take a little time off while they do some recruiting, revamping, retooling. But 9 races, 9 winners. Going to see if we can make it 10 for 10 tonight. But you can't win if you don't play, so make sure you get your picks in to me. Good evening, Mr. Bill. I see you in the chat. Our to the back on points drivers. Mackey, number 1. Vinny, number 2. Bigelow, we're looking at Brock right here. He is 3rd in points, and Jacob Watson is 4th in points. And those 4 drivers will fall to the back. When we get ready to start tonight's action. Going to be almost done with this one. We're going to ramp things up next week here on the network. We're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all pavement racing. We will be, I don't know. I haven't heard anything. But as far as I know, we don't have anything planned for tomorrow night. So we will be off until Monday night. But, man, the action is going to pick up. Digital Sim Racing League kicks off with the Truck Series. Fitz Auto Truck Series. On Monday night, they are at Echo Park to open their season, and then we'll turn around and go all the way from Georgia to California. Kick off at Auto Club 4, the Timber Creek Homes Stock Car Series presented by Beef O'Brady's on Tuesday night. We'll be right back around here tomorrow, next Wednesday night for these guys as they start to wrap up a season. 77 truck is out there. Mr. Hyman. Back out there in that Jimmy Spencer throwback. And our lone driver from across the pond, Mr. Gaxel, sporting his nation's colors all over his number 707. Harley Barletta, Adam Vinny, all on the racetrack. There's Brandon Mackey, number 1 in the points. There's the 31 of Jacob Watson. He has changed that to a copper-colored machine. Boy, changes paints about as often as I change my underwear. Is that like his 4th different one this season, I think? Looks good under the lights. Mr. Bolts, what's happening? Guys, get your picks in. Gotta play. You gotta post if you're gonna play. If you pick your trifecta, I'll take your number 1 truck and put it on the winner. Sent out the codes to those who won last week, I think it was. Pretty sure it was last week because that was the first week we've been back. Todd Kiricoy Callis. Saw Frank Chavez in chat earlier. Austin DeMoore making some needed circuits. '44 of Tyler Chazon also out here. I saw Kevin Spaulding and Stephen Pearson on track a little while ago. Looks like they're currently not on track. Garrett Boyd not on track either. What do we got? Updates for basketball scores. That's what we got. Practice just about over. Let's take a quick peek and see. Yeah, about 1:45 seconds. Then we'll hit our qualifying session and get ready for the big night race here. Who else is out here? Kyle Gomez is on the racetrack as well. Another TCW driver. All right, I got you, Bolts. Scott Racing's up there. Well, Jonathan, where are you at? Why aren't you on the track, Mr. Scott? Seven, 8. Oh. Gotta wait till after qualifying before we let everybody know who the Dash for Cash drivers are. Third qualifier, 15th, 17th, and 20th. That's our. Oh. Mr. Troxel. I sent your code over earlier, Troxel. Oh, auspicious start there for the 55 truck. There's Stephen Pearson. We didn't get a chance to put the camera on him while he was during the practice session. Him, Kevin Spaulding, Garrett Boyd. A couple other drivers we didn't get a chance to put the camera on. We'll try to throw the camera on them. There's Russell Harold. We didn't get to see him during practice either. And the 69 of Mike Forstner. 24, Corey Blevin. Man, he got here just at the last second because his name wasn't in my list until qualifying. Hello, Jane. And Bigelow will be one of the drivers going to the back. But he was second quick now by 3 1,000ths. Austin DeMoore, the 7 truck. Put it all together. Got a hot lap in. Coy Callis is 4th quick right now. Michael Everett, 3rd quick. Reed Rundle now jumps up there to 3rd spot. There comes Pearson, Spalding. Bigelow did not improve. McAvoy, 30-81. Harley Barletta now in the top 4. Still waiting. We still have 1 or 2 more. Todd Keir, Brandon Mackey on track. Kyle Gomez is out here. Blevins is up to the 7th spot as he completes his qualifying. So right now it's McAvoy, DeMore, Bigelow, and Barletta. Els Indriani, 16th quick. She completes her qualifying run. It's only Keir and Mackey, and we're watching Mackey right now. Todd Keir is going to hit the line first, and he'll move up to 20th. About a 31-24 for him. Mackey, 23rd. Todd Keir jumps to 12th quick on his 2nd lap. Man, no improvement out of the 99 truck. So our Dash for Cash drivers, Brock Bigelow, Tyler Chazon, Garrett Boyd, Els Indriani, Tyler Chazon, and Mike Forstner. Chanelli in. And Brock Bigelow is a popular driver. All right. And now it's time to run down that official starting lineup. So everything will stay the same. We'll move some drivers to the back, but I think they all qualified closer to the back, so they're not going to move very far. Brian McAvoy and Austin DeMore, the 79 and the 7, making up our front row to kick things off at Kansas tonight. And then we'll see one of our drivers that does have to go to the back, the 27 of Brock Bigelow, next to the 81 of Harley Barletta in row number 2. Stephen Pearson, the 83, Kevin Spalding, teammates in row number 3. Corey Blevins in the 24 and Reed Rundle, the 43. They are row number 4. Michael Everett is in row 5 inside, and he's got the 2 of Coy Callis on his outside. 707 of Chris Gaxel next to Todd Keir in the 88 in a row number 6. Then Frank Chavez, the 23. Tyler Chazon, the 44. Start in row number 7 together. They'll have Garrett Boyd in the 21 and Dylan Herman, the 77, in the 8th row behind them. You'll see the 9 of Els Indriani next to Alex Thompson in a row number 9. Thompson will be in the 16. The 19 of Russell Harrod, Mike Forstner in the 69. They make up row 10. And then Jacob Mashburn, the 22. Kyle Gomez, the 55 in row 11. and Brandon Mackey and Adam Vinny, the 99 and 64 in row number 12. And your final starter, scheduled to be the 31 of Jacob Watson. Mackey, Vinny, Watson will stay at the back. They will be joined by Brock Bigelow. And Brock Bigelow eligible for your Dash for Cash tonight. You can see Bigelow pull out a line right there. He'll let everybody go by. He'll take his spot outside of row number 12. Maybe inside row number 12. He's got to go to the back. He and Watson will be together. Vinny and Mackey will start behind them. So it'll be DeMore and McAvoy on the front row. Couple of hard-nosed go-getters in that row. Oh, I didn't see the 24 truck was up front. Man, I might have to pick him tonight. All right, green flag coming out this time. Round number 10. Kansas Speedway, Midwest Truck Series, under the green flag. Side by side all the way back to the field through turns 1 and 2. The high side should have just a touch of momentum coming off 2. They do as they start to surge ahead down the backstretch. It's DeMore by about 2, 3, make it almost 4 truck lengths. He goes right through the middle, and he will lead lap number 1. Stephen Pearson across the bottom grabbed the 3rd spot behind McAvoy. Barletta's the truck on the outside that's stuck. Going to have to find a way to make some momentum. Corey Blevins is working up the inside. He's 4th at the moment, looking for 3rd. Here comes Barletta and company. Everybody's starting to close in. We're watching. Oh, battle for about 8th, 9th, and 10th back here. Everett, Rundle, Spalding, Gaxel. They're going to get it sorted out as Stephen Pearson will be under fire up here for about 4th spot from Harley Barletta. He's got a king in the house. I saw a bunch of posts today, buddy. Thank you. DeMore, McAvoy, 1-2. Blevins is all over the bumper of McAvoy right now. I was watching Everett, Pearson, Rundle, those guys back there, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. And Blevins is going to take the spot from McAvoy on the high side, so put him up to 3rd. Let's go look a little deeper in the field. In about a lap and a half, because I looked the time we went by before, and Vinny was 25th. Now he's 21st. Watson is right there, and he's working up the inside of Frank Chavez, part of our 4 to the back. Brock Bigelow is a couple spots ahead of them. He's up to about 19th right now. Make it 18th. He'll probably 17th here in a moment. Make it 16th as he slinks past Forstner. Mackey still 23rd. Might be trying to stay out of the nonsense right now. There's Alex Thompson, that pink 16 truck. And Gomez is a little ways back at them. We'll go back up front because Corey Blevins now has taken 2nd away. Barletta's about a half second behind him in 3rd. McAvoy's starting to slip back. He's already back to 5th. Started on the front row, ran 2nd for a few laps there. Now he starts to slide back through the field. He's back to 5th. It is a mess right here. They were fanned out 3 wide when we came off turn 4. One on the apron, one on the bottom of the racetrack, and one outside. And Pearson, Everett, Callis, Gaxel, Spalding, all trying to figure out who's going to run where. Meanwhile, El Zindriani right in front of Garrett Boyd. Not far, about 10 truck lengths. That's at 12th and 13th. Tyler Chazon getting passed on the high side by Brock Bigelow. Here comes Mike Forstner to take a spot on the high side as well. Forstner now up to 15th. Let's go a little ways back. Adam Vinny's working inside of Dylan Herman. That's going to be for 17th spot, and he'll have that spot pretty easily right there. Brandon Mackey is 20th. Really only improved about 3-4 spots since we dropped the flag. Whoa, contact. Contact between Thompson and I believe that was Chavez. And it looks like the right side of the 16 truck heavily damaged. He is going to have to try to limp that thing around to the pits. We're going back towards the front because the gap is starting to squeeze up. It's under a half a second. Blevins is reeling in Demore. Rundle now got by Barletta as well, and here comes old Father Time. That feeling when the Geritol hits. McAvoy may have been playing coy, waiting for the tires to warm up a little bit before he really started to put some good laps together, because he fell back to about 6th, and now he's working his way back to 4th, trying to go on the inside of Barletta. He may have this down here in 3 and 4. Not quite clear enough. So move McAvoy back to 4th. Barletta slid back to 5th. Still a madhouse behind him. Everett, Spalding, Gaxel, Callis, Pearson, Keir through 11th. They are all in a tight little wad right there. 12th place now is Brock Bigelow. Then Indriani, Boyd, Forstner, Vinny. I mean, we got a good group going through 15th, 16th here. Chazon kind of in no man's land in between the groups a little bit. We got to get back to the front. It's opened back up to a half second. Blevins is kind of equaled out now with Demore. Man, that's good. A little drag of the fence off the very right rear corner for the 24 truck. It's about a second back to Reed Rundle in 3rd, and it's about a half second back to McAvoy. Barletta is right behind him. Michael Everett's having a great run. He is 6th place, and he's been in the top 10 since we dropped the green flag. Qualified well. Inside the top 10 in qualifying, started 9th. Long way. Still got 60 laps to go here. We'll get about get around halfway, probably somewhere between 37 and 40. We'll start seeing trucks pit. Cox, Torgerson, Selig, Johnson. Demore has led every single lap, but it was a quarter of a second going off into turns 1 and 2. And it's going to be close to that here. Just about a quarter second. Good run off the high side for Corey Blevins through turns 1 and 2.
All right, man.
Caution for the first time. Well, we're not even sure what happened. We'll go to the very back here and see who we pass. I don't see anything. Trucks are slowing down here. Todd Keir had a problem. That's who had a problem. He was already spinning right there. Quick rewind. Let's just see what happened to Todd. Oh, this is a 3-wide mess. Boyd, Andriani, and Keir. And Andriani, the meat and the sandwich, and Keir ends up, dropping down in front of Herman. So Andriani and Keir both with damage out of the deal. Too much matter trying to occupy the same space at the same time. That's what happened there. Reed Rundle staying out on track. 18 laps into this. Everyone else went in. We'll see how many spots this guy picks up. Yeah, he's going to pass a bunch of cars. He's going to come out about 9th. Make it 10th. Bigelow 11th. So he leapfrogs Bigelow. Rundle stayed out. Demore held serve, but McAvoy moved up. Blevins stayed. He lost a spot. Barletta stayed the same. Everett stayed the same. Spalding, Caxel, Callis. Behind that, a bunch of guys lost spots. Dylan Herman still on pit road, now rolling off. Looks like you'll get the 77 straightened out. Jacob Watson, long pit stop. Watson was up there 17th, 18th when that caution came out. He's all the way back to outside the top 20. Mackey, 22nd. Indriani looks like she's going to get a bunch of it fixed. Not every bit of it, but a bunch of it fixed. I still see scuffs around the front of that thing. That the hood has got a little gap in it. So there's still some damage on the 9 truck. And then Kyle Gomez, who, being smart, riding around to the back, missed it all. So Rundle on just slightly older tires is going to give us the start off the point here. Only truck that stayed out, mind you. He's going to try to do this on one more stop. Nobody else can make it from here. So everybody has to stop again. So this strategy may play well. If he runs it all the way dry, and then he'll have pretty decent tires when everyone else is starting to get nasty and old on tires, he might be able to make up enough to hold them off at the end here.
Green, green, green.
Great start for the 43. Reed Rundle. On the older tires, he got a fantastic start. Demore on the freshies. Going to make a run at him coming out of 2. They're going to be 3 wide getting into turn 3. McAvoy on the bottom. Blevins in the middle. Rundle was up top. Rundle give up those 2. So older tires, and he is quickly sliding back. He's already back to 5th. Barletta got by and got clear. Now Spalding kind of stuck behind and is going to have to ride there. And that's going to let Coy Callis get a couple of spots. Here comes Bigelow. Bigelow going to make use of the fresh skin. There's Adam Vinny trying to do the same. Wants to stay in touch with Mr. Bigelow. Demore back to the point. Blevins is second. McAvoy is third. And Barletta fourth. The top four are the same. Just a little shuffled order. Callis, Bigelow, Vinny, Spalding, Rundle, Forstner. Coy Callis is making a look to the inside of Barletta, and Barletta slammed the door. Across the apron and down on the front stretch, coming out of 4. Vinny in on the bottom, slides it up the hill, turns it back to the center, and he'll take the spot away from Coy Callis. Put him 6th. Kevin Spalding now trying to put Callis 7th. Or, I'm sorry, 8th. And Kevin Spalding's going to get it done. Mike Forstner, 9th. Michael Everett still in the top 10. A good run for the 8 truck for sure. A third of the way through this thing. We're going back to the front because the top 2 a little bit of a breakaway now as Barletta got around McAvoy. He takes 3rd back away. McAvoy's got company because the 27 of Bigelow with a big run out of 2 up the backstretch is going to take a spot away. And McAvoy got all kinds of company as Adam Vinny now on the outside. McAvoy tucks in behind. He's back to 6th. Vinny and Bigelow are in the top 5. Watson's 14th, Mackey 16th as they try to follow each other through traffic. Austin Demore, kind of been the class of the field so far. We're a little bit shy of halfway here, about 8-9 laps. Brock Bigelow around Barletta up into the top 3. And they're about 1.5 seconds off the lead. Barletta hanging there in 4th in between Bigelow and Vinny. McAvoy slid back to 6th again. Here comes Mike Forstner. Mike Forstner trying to work around Coy Callis, put himself in the top 7. Yes, it is. If you can have clean air, your truck's going to work great. But when you tuck up behind somebody like Adam Vinny's doing right there, especially in the corners, really can get your tires angry at you. Three wide. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Vinny stuck in the middle with Barletta on the high side. McAvoy on the bottom, and McAvoy did not get good exit speed. They'll stay 3 wide. Can we make a full lap 3 wide? Coy Callis doesn't know which line to choose. They stay 3 wide as we head for turns 1 and 2 again. Barletta got a great run through the center of 1 and 2, and he's going to have a lot of momentum up on that high side. He is going to clear both drivers and keep himself in 4th. Not quite as much momentum down here in the 3-4 end. McAvoy had a better run. About to have a battle for the lead because Corey Blevins is coming. He is there. Got down to about a 1/10.5 getting into the corner. He is going to close that up the backstretch with that big run. He gets inside a 10th, right to the bumper of the 7. Now he'll pull up alongside getting into 1 and 2. I think DeMoore will have the advantage because Blevins has got to wait so long. Yeah, you saw the truck start to go up the hill. And he had to roll off the throttle. And that may get him in the clutches of Brock Bigelow here because he lost a lot of momentum. That time he stayed up on the high side and Bigelow caught some dirty air and brushed the fence in 1 and 2. They are still a second ahead of McAvoy, Barletta, and Vinny, who are 4, 5, and 6, and they are all over each other as well. Mike Forstner part of that group as well. I thought he was a little further back than that, but he made a great run through 3 and 4. He works alongside his teammate and tries to take a spot away. Take a look back, see where the points leader is. Let's see. Where is Mackey? Mackey is 15th at the moment. He's got Pearson and Watson, and they're working on Gaxel, Spalding. This is all right outside the top 10. The 10th place truck, Michael Everett, is right there at the top of the screen. You saw him give a little bit of a kiss to the fence getting into turn 1. That is very, very easy to do here. That wall kind of squeezes in right there, sneaks up on you. So we'll go back to the front. It's 0.4 of a second. Now we need to watch Reed Rundle. Where did he get to? Reed Rundle is 21st at the moment, and he is headed for pit road. There is. See if I can get that link, and I'll post it here real quick. Todd Keir. Hang on. Todd Keir sent a message to us. Oh, you know what? I know why Todd Keir sent a message to us. For the same reason everybody else sends me one. I forgot to post a link for everybody on YouTube, or that's not on YouTube, to come watch. I'm the bad guy every time I do that. I'm terrible about it. So let me put the truck link in. Sorry for the delay on that if you're joining us late. And maybe you guys can go. Oh, maybe I can't post it. I can't copy and paste it. Daggone. I know it was 7 points. coming into tonight. You can go to simracerhub.com and look for Midwest Sim Sports. And you can find the link for the points. I didn't have it up on screen tonight, but so we're looking at Reed Rundle right now. Reed Rundle is not quite 2 laps down. Yeah, these drivers here probably about 12 to 15 more laps, maybe. If they pit after lap 60, I'm going to be really shocked. I mean, I'm sure they'll run out of fuel, but they need to pit a little earlier so they have time to make up spots that they may lose on pit road. Bigelow got around Barletta and everybody else. He's up to second, man. He had to go to the back. He is still up there. Brian McAvoy. Now up to the 3rd spot. Blevins drove all the way up there from 6th. And he's starting to fall back. We've seen him do miraculous things here the last half of the race anyway, so can't count the 24 truck out. Hartley Barletta hanging tough in 5th. Forstner is up to 6th. Adam Vinny is 7th. Garrett Boyd is 8th. Everett 9th. And Callis 10th. But Callis has got company because Jacob Watson is trying to break into the top 10. Another of our drivers that went to the back. That'll put 3 of them in the top 10. Mackey's not far back. He's 13th right now. He's only a couple of seconds in back of these guys. Blevins and Barletta are side by side. They have been for about half a lap now. There comes Indriani out of the pits. Kyle Gomez is in the pits as well. Ouch. Laps ticking off pretty quickly here. McAvoy trying to take advantage of the open door as Brock Bigelow passes Austin D'Amore for the lead. And McAvoy has been in tow with the 27 for quite a few laps now, and he takes advantage of that, moves himself to second. So a new leader, and Austin D'Amore falls to the back. 3rd leader for the evening, D'Amore, Rundle, and now Bigelow. All these guys still have to go to pit road. Reed Rundle, 22nd. He is 2 laps down. McAvoy had a notion. He dropped to the bottom right there. He almost got up alongside Bigelow, but too much momentum on the high side. You can just carry way too much speed up there on that outside lane. The guys on the inside, they got to wait long enough for everything to get planted back in the track before they get back to the throttle, and you're kind of carrying throttle all the way around the corner already, so. McAvoy peeling it off, heading for pit road. Did he get it woed down? Yeah, he looks pretty good. CF79 truck gets an advantage. There's 27 laps to go, and now we got to watch our leaders. Because usually when one goes, that triggers all the rest to start falling in line. For the first time in a while, Bigelow drops to the inside line. Yeah, he's going to pit road. He can't wait any longer either, and so is D'Amore. Here comes Barletta. That puts Corey Blevins out front. It's green flag pit stop. Whoa, who was that? Somebody went zipping out into the grass. Dylan Herman spun the truck getting onto pit road. He's going to keep going, so we're going to stay green. So Blevins, Boyd, Callis. There goes Boyd by as Blevins starts to head for pit road. Callis coming in as well. Chazon coming in as well. So Garrett Boyd will lead a lap. And we'll probably see the 21 truck on pit road here any moment. Everybody else is on and off pit road, shuffling through. We'll see how everything works out once we've completed the pit cycles. But we're going to find the 43. There you go. There's your leader now. So now everybody will have pitted. Here comes Reed Arundel. Is he going to get back on the lead lap? Yeah, he is. He's in behind Bigelow and the rest of the guys. So that tire strategy probably not going to make it happen. He needed a caution right then or right now. Within the next 3, 4, 5 laps. He'll be able to make it the rest of the way, but he's on such old tires. Bigelow and Vinny came out 1-2. There comes Garrett Boyd finally out. So pit stops. The whole cycle looks complete as Michael Everett will be the last one to get off pit road. That's the 22. Jacob Mashburn that everybody just went by. McAvoy, Pearson, Watson, 1, 2, 3. There's Kevin Spaulding, and he just had him a moment. The truck was sideways in 1 and 2. And it'll open the door for Bigelow to get around and get up to 4th. Maybe 3rd, because Pearson, a little tight, middle of the corner. 83 truck. Just a little off pace, and here comes Bigelow, and he's going after Watson. They're all chasing McAvoy. McAvoy got on and off pit road. He's got a 1.5 second lead over this battle right here. McAvoy was the first to go to pit road. That's the lap truck, the 55 of Kyle Gomez. In front of 2nd and 3rd place, Bigelow and Watson here. What McAvoy was the first to hit. Everybody started falling in line after that, and he is back to the point. He's picking them up and putting them down pretty quick here. 1.6 seconds ahead with 20 to go. Barletta is 5th, then DeMore and Vinny 6 and 7. Blevins 8th after pits. Spaulding fell back to 9th, and he just brushed the fence again. Boyd is 10th. Callis, Arundel, Chavez, Gaxel, Chazon, Mackey 16th, Harold 17th, Keir, Herman, Indriani. That's the last of the lead lap cars. Everybody else, Forstner on back, is a lap or more down. And actually, Indriani ends up 1 lap down. So 20th place. There's 19th place, Dylan Herman. A lot of lap slapping. It's starting to close up. It's down to 1.5 seconds. McAvoy's getting into some traffic, some dirty air. It changes the way you have to drive and the way that your truck drives. Bigelow lost a little bit of time. McAvoy got around the lap truck of Herman right there, and he opened it up a couple of tenths. Watson is still third, then Barletta. Blevins fifth, DeMoore, Vinny 6, 7. Boyd up to 8. Pearson's ninth, and Coy Callis still inside the top 10. There's 18 trucks on the lead lap with 15 laps to go. Everything's kind of spread out now. Guys just kind of riding around here because tires have all equalized, and I think everybody's just got what they've got. Look right now, our hard charger, Jacob Watson, picked up 22 spots. He was in the top 4. I don't know if that keeps him qualified. It's really looking like it could be Garrett Boyd. He's picked up 7 spots at the moment. Gap's starting to shrink again. It's down to a second and a half. It's 2 full seconds from second to third, Bigelow to Watson. And Blevins is right there now. This is going to shape up to be a little bit of a battle. Barletta, Blevins, Watson all going to fight for the 4th spot, or the 3rd spot, I'm sorry. Blevins scoots right on by on the bottom of 3 and 4. And it looks like Barletta may do the same. All of this is about 4 seconds behind Brian McAvoy. Took the lead on the last set of pit stops. He was the first in, the first out, and he made a lot of time getting in, getting out, and getting that first lap underneath that car. Barletta takes the spot away officially from Watson. DeMoore getting close to being back in the top 5. Boyd got around Vinny. He's up to 7th. Adam Vinny is 8th. Then Coy Callis. Frank Chavez with a top 10 run right now, with just a handful of laps left. Gaxel, Pearson, Chazon, Spalding. Mackey is mired back in 15th. And your points leader struggling here tonight. Russell Harold. Reed Rundle back on the lead lap in 17th, and then Todd Keir, 18th, your final truck on the lead lap. First half of the race, it was all about the 7 truck of Austin DeMoore. Since then, it has been a host of drivers out front. But since the last set of pit stops, full cycle through, it has been the 79 truck, and he has held serve between 1.5 and 1.7 seconds ahead of this field. Eight laps to go this time, and it's still 1.6 seconds to Bigelow. You can see Bigelow is right there. Corey Blevins got clear of that mess behind him, and he's opened up about 0.6 of a second on Barletta. Garrett Boyd with a late race rush, trying to break into the top 5. As you see, Austin DeMoore scraped the fence out of 2. Closing in on Barletta. He's going to get by Watson right here. I said the same thing. I didn't see him there. McAvoy's opening the gap. He's got it out to 1.9 seconds now. 6 to go. Will be wave lap next time by. Bigelow to Blevins is a big gap. That is almost 3 full seconds. And Blevins is going to have to hang on here because Barletta now is going to yield a spot, it looks like, to Boyd. Boyd is making a very late race charge to try to get on the podium. These guys are closing in on that third place truck of Corey Blevins. McAvoy's over 2 seconds ahead of Bigelow. Bigelow's 3 seconds ahead of Blevins. So it's going to come down to this podium. Who is going to get on the bottom step? Wave lap the last time around. It'll be 4 to go this time for your leader. Three-tenths of a second, and Boyd with a good run through the center and up off the corner. He is closing in on Blevins. A little yield to see where Blevins was going to run. Now he'll squeeze in behind him. Oh, got a little tight, drifted it up the hill. 3 to go, and he is going to have to regroup and make up a quarter of a second. He was right there. Dirty air got him. McAvoy is just absolutely yarding Bigelow now. Here comes Boyd. Through 3 and 4. Up alongside. He'll go to the apron. He was ahead at the line. 2 to go. Can he take the spot completely away right here? It's hard to do it in 1 and 2. That momentum off the top, you got to get up there alongside and pull that truck back. You can't let him drive away like that. Yeah, you got to get up there on his side and cut that draft off. So you could be side by side getting into this corner. White flag coming out this time. McAvoy, 2 1/4 seconds. Right now we're watching the battle for the final podium spot. Is it going to be Blevins? Is it going to be Boyd? McAvoy into 3 and 4 for the final time. He'll win again this season. Won the opener. He goes to victory lane again here at Kansas. Bigelow's going to come home in second. And Boyd is going to pass them all and hold them off for third. Watson got by late for fourth. And Barletta snuck by at the line for fifth. Put Blevins in sixth. So 24 truck faded. Faded heavily at the end. Just waiting for the last few drivers to cross that start-finish line. Well, they are just wrecking them all over the place at the Chili Bowl tonight. Whee! All right, take a quick look here. I don't know what happened. Where's the 24 truck drop to? Oh, he's still sixth. Oh, that's why. I know what happened there. There it is. There we go. Now it's better. Blevins was 6th. DeMoore 7th. Vinny 8th. Callis 9th. Chavez 10th. 11th for Gaxel. 12th Chazon. 13 Pearson. Mackey 14. Spalding 15. Rundle back to the lead lap. He finishes 16th after getting off pit sequence with everybody. Russell Harold in 17th. Todd Keir in the 18th spot. Dylan Herman 19th. Mike Forstner 20th. 21st to Els Indriani. Michael Everett, 22nd. Jacob Ashburn, 23rd. Kyle Gomez, 24th. And Alex Thompson rounded things out with an early exit. We saw that incident with Thompson, and it destroyed the front end of that truck. All right, so we got 1, 2. We are waiting for Brock Biggie Low. We won't wait. We'll just drag him. And then we'll grab a third-place driver, Garrett Boyd. You got a copy.
Yeah.
A late charge through the field there. Man, you found a lot of speed at the end. Where was that 20 laps before?
I don't know. I couldn't really fire off on new tires really good, and I figured my best chance was to kind of just ride around and wait for everybody to burn everything up. So just kind of moseyed along there for the first, I don't know, 20 or 30. That first run we had, and we had that, got squeezed up in the wall, but I really wasn't pushing anything, and I was really amazed with how much tire I had left. So I kind of knew how much I could push there towards the end and how hard I could go basically. And then I don't know how I got the third. That last run was crazy. The car felt really good. I only bounced it off the wall once, so we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're cruising along there. All of a sudden, you get to the 81, the 7, and the 24 is right there. There's quite a few laps, 7, 8, 10 laps to go. You had to make up just over a half a second. Pretty confident that you could get there and get by the 24?
Yeah, I mean, it's Corey, so you're going to get raced like a dog the whole time, which is fun. Don't get me wrong. I knew he wasn't going to give me anything, so I knew I needed to try to get it done and over with and get away from him as fast as I could and not give him a chance to keep us too wide and let those guys who were getting a little bit bigger in the mirror behind us. I feel like Watson may have had something there coming on at the end, but yeah, I definitely felt like I needed to get around him.
Well, an awesome job, man. Another podium finish here at the Midwest Truck Series. Give me some shout-outs and some thank yous.
Big shout-out to Michael and the guys for putting this league on, and then all the sponsors that helped put it on. Roger, you for broadcasting it, then Netcode, Quality One, teammates Kevin and Steve for hanging out in the Discord with me, and I think that's it.
All right, man. Congrats on the run. I'll look forward to seeing you Monday night over at DSRL.
Yeah, see you then.
Garrett Boyd finishing in third here in Midwest Truck Series tonight, and now he was down, he came up, he slid back, pit stops, green flag pit stops. Brock Bigelow, the difference in this one.
Yep, that appeared to be what did it. I should have stuck to my guns and pit on the lap I said I was gonna, because that's the lap that the 79 pit, and I might have been in with a better chance there, but not going to complain with a second place finish, honestly.
Well, you weren't far behind. You were about, a half a second when we got ready to go pit, and he dives off. You go ahead and go by. A second and a half second, 1.7 seconds, the difference when you come out. How does that happen?
It's the beginning of the run versus the end of the run tires. I mean, we were about 25 or 26 laps on those tires, and here, I mean, you're on the throttle so much. It really doesn't matter what you do. I mean, you can take all the different lines you want. You can run the top, you can run the inside. You're gonna burn up the right front and go from a 30.7, 30.8 qualifying lap to 31.4, 31.5. I mean, that's ultimately what it ended up being when felt like I could push, but I just. I put the hammer down, clicked my heels together, it's all I could, said, go, Toto, go, but didn't make a difference. I used it up trying to catch him.
Well, another fantastic run here in the Midwest Truck Series, man. Give me some shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
Sure. TCW Construction, Dan Bundy Logging, Nye Welding Equipment, my UP Home, Velocity Race Wraps for the awesome paint job. DSSN for covering us every week, and the guys at Midwest Sim Sports for putting on a good race every week. I mean, I think he's our first repeat winner I think this is race 10, which is wild. I mean, we had 9 different winners in 9 weeks. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, this field is just so competitive. You just don't know who might pop out and win. So hats off to everybody for a good race tonight, and thank you for covering it, Roger. as
You
always.
betcha, man. Congrats on the run, and I'll look forward to seeing you Monday night.
Sure thing.
Brock Bigelow finishing second here tonight, and now the first repeat winner this season. He wins the season opener, comes back and wins race 10. Brian McAvoy, it was questionable for the first 50 laps of this thing.
Yeah, I was really, obviously, it was, had a good qualifying lap, started on pole, but really, I fell back, both the restarts, just really trying to save the right front tire. We've had league's had a really good run, last few races of some long green runs, and I just really wanted to have some long run speed. And usually about after 10 to 15 laps, I would start running the guys back down and able to get back towards the front. But initially I was fine falling back to 5th or 6th. So, yeah, a lot of fun.
Well, you're the first driver this season to win 2 races. That says a lot about the level of competition that you're facing every week and why it's so difficult to go, start at the front. You're going to fall back at some point. You got to fight your way back through there. It's just been kind of one of those seasons where everybody's been very good.
Yeah, tremendous amount of depth, and been a lot of fun. And I had a lot of motivation coming into this week. I should have been the repeat winner last week. I threw the race away last week, speeding on pit road, and cost myself a win there. So definitely put a lot of time and effort into getting ready for this week. And obviously felt qualifying pole. I felt like definitely had a shot to be in the mix. But as you said, the depth of field and so many different winners in the league, you just never know. And but was just fortunate enough to be in the mix and put myself in position.
Well, an awesome job, man. I wanted to ask you really quick. You pitted a lap before everybody else, and you made up a lot of time, a second and a half there. Got on off pit road perfectly, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like Brock, who finished P2, he was a lap after me. I had a really good, I did a lot of practice entering pit road this week, making sure we didn't have any mistakes after last week. So yeah, definitely had a clean entry. The boys in the pit box did their job. Had a clean exit. I think that definitely helped having one lap. There's over probably, we probably about 25 laps on our tires. There probably is at that point, a good second to fall off. So, even if it got me 3/4 of a second on Brock, and then, those last 25 laps, it was a sprint. I was just hammer down, and just watching my telemetry, I could see what Brock was doing behind me, and we were trading. He'd gain a 10th, I'd gain a 10th. We were throwing it back and forth, so really was just trying to maintain the gap and finish the thing off. But definitely a lot of pressure, and they made me earn it.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs before we let you celebrate a big win tonight.
Absolutely, thank you. As always, got to thank Franklin Motorsports. They've been with me a long time and got my driving career going, so absolutely got to thank them. And certainly Midwest Sim Sports for putting on a great league. We've had a great season so far, and thankful for them. So we'll leave it at that.
All right, man. Congrats on the win. We will look forward to seeing you back next week.
10-4. Thank you much. Have a great evening.
That is Brian McAvoy picking up the win here tonight at Kansas. He's the first driver to win 2 races this season. You heard him say he really had a shot to win last week and sped getting onto pit road. And it absolutely 100% took him out of the chance to win that thing. So he made up for it here tonight. Last third of the race, he was the truck to beat, and no one could get it done. So congrats again. That is going to do it for us on Wednesday night. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. It's always a pleasure having everybody in the chat and chatting. We did not have any winners tonight, unfortunately. We did not have any winners. So we will look forward to maybe finding a winner in one of the last 2 races. Do not forget to tune in Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. The Digital Sim Racing League, and they kicked their truck series back off, the one that had been on Sundays that we were broadcasting off the replays. They are moving it to Monday nights. It starts on the 19th, and then they're also bringing what was Xfinity, now O'Reilly Auto Parts car, up on Tuesday nights, and those are going to both be fun. So we're going to have a lot of more pavement racing than we do dirt for a while, it looks like. But make sure you mark your calendars for that. Both of those are 9 o'clock Eastern starts, and then we'll be back here again next Wednesday night. Want to thank you all for being there. Without you, there's no reason to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us fantastic racing like we've been seeing every week, there's nothing to cover, so a high five and a pat on the back all the way around. Until we see you again, peace and love to everybody. Keep the rough side facing down.